we have an additional example for product and quotient rule. This is in terms of derivatives. So our main formula for product and quotient rule, we have this one, the derivative of uv equals u dv plus v du. And then that is for product, and for quotient, we have u over b, which is equivalent to v, your denominator, minus the derivative of your numerator, that is du, plus u times the derivative of b over v squared. So to show example for this formula, we have y equals 4x plus 1 times 3x minus x squared. So we will solve this one using this formula. So for this case, we will make this one as our u, okay? And then we will make this one, 3x minus x squared, as our v. So if we take the first derivative of this function, we have to write first this first terms. We have 4x plus 1 times the derivative of 3x minus x squared. This is u times dv plus v. Ito naman, you have to write this one first. You have 3x minus x squared times the derivative of 4x plus 1. So we have, if we have two groups of polynomials, you have first 4x plus 1 times the derivative of this part plus this one times the derivative of the other part, which is 4x plus 1. This is how we apply this formula. Now, we solve its derivative. We have 4x plus 1, derivative of 3x, that is 3, minus the derivative of x squared, that is 2x, plus 3x minus x squared. We just copy this one, and then the derivative of 4x, that is 4. Derivative of 1 is 0, so we will write here 4. And then this time, we have to distribute. 4x times 3, that is 12x. 4x times negative 2, that is negative 8x squared. 1 times 3, that is positive 3. 1 times negative 2x equals negative 2x. Plus 4 times 3x equals 12x. 4 times negative x squared equals negative 4x squared. So that when we combine this one with x squared, negative 8 minus 4, that is negative 12x squared. So we will combine like terms, negative 12x squared. And then we have 12x, and then 12x, that is 24, minus 2, that is 22x, plus 22x. And then we have here 3, plus 3. This will be our first derivative of this function, 4x plus 1 minus, times 3x minus x squared. We have another example in the presentation of a product rule of derivative. We have our equation y equals 5 minus 2x raised to 3 times 4x plus 1 raised to 4. So when we write our first derivative of this equation, we have to write first this first group, that is 5 minus 2x raised to 3. And then the derivative of the other group, derivative of 4x plus 1 raised to 4. And then plus, okay, this group, write this group first. We have here 4x plus 1 raised to 4 times the derivative of the other group, derivative of 5 minus 2x raised to 3. And so we have here 5 minus 2x raised to 3, and then the derivative of 4x plus 1 raised to 4, this is the derivative of u to the n. Remember, the derivative of u to the n, you have here a power that is equivalent to n u n minus 1 derivative of u. That is our formula for the power rule. You have here this is power rule, 4x plus 1 raised to 4. So the derivative, again, the derivative of u to the n equals mu n minus 1 du. So for this case, the derivative of this one is 4. Write first your power, n. So for this case, 4 as your power. And then 4x plus 1. And then 4 minus 1. This is 4 minus 1 times the derivative of 4x plus 1. So this is how we take the derivative using power rule. U to the n equals n u n minus 1 du. That is our formula for a power rule. So this is our solution for this part. And then we will proceed. We have plus 4x, just copy this one, 4x plus 1 raised to 4. And then again, this is power rule. You have here your exponent. Therefore, you have to follow this formula again. This is 3. You write first the 3. And then the derivative, u and u. You have 5 minus 2x. And then 3 minus 1 times the derivative of, okay, the derivative of 5 minus 2x. 5 minus 2x. So that is how we compute our derivative. Then next, we will continue our computation. We have 5 minus 2x raised to 3. And then this one, this is 4x plus 1 raised to 3. Okay. 4x plus 1 raised to 3. And then the derivative of this one, derivative of 4x equals 4. Derivative of 1 is 0. So we will write derivative of 4x equals 4. Plus this one. So we have 4x plus 1 raised to 4. And then we have 3 times 5 minus 2x raised to 2. And then the derivative of 5 equals 0. Derivative of negative 2x equals negative 2. Negative 2. So I will no longer write derivative of 5, which is equivalent to 0. So I will go directly to negative 2. And then this time, 4 times 4, that is 16. So we will write here 4 times 4. I will write first this one. 4 times 4, that is 16. Okay. And then we have 5 minus 2x. 5 minus 2x raised to 3. And then this one is 4x plus 1 raised to 3. And also, this one, 3 times negative 2, that is negative 6. So I will write here negative minus 6. Negative times positive, that becomes negative 6. And then 4x plus 1 raised to 4. And we have 5 minus 2x raised to 2. This time, if you have noticed, you have here your common factor, 16 and 6. They are divisible by 2. Also, this 4x plus 1, these are also a common factor to this group. This one has 4x plus 1 raised to 3. This one has 4x plus 1 raised to 4. Also, 5 minus 2x raised to 3, 5 minus 2x raised to 2. So, this is how we factor our final answer. So, we have, I will just okay, I am adjusting this one. Now, common factor is, this one is 16, this one is 6, so they are divisible by 2. So I will write here 2 as a common factor. Next, so I am writing here a common factor for this group, 2 groups. So 16 and 6, they are divisible by 2. So I will write here 2, greatest common factor. And then this one, 5 minus 2x, 5 minus 2x, this is square, this is cube. So I will write this one. This is 3, this is 2. So I will copy this 5 minus 2x with the exponent of 2. So I will copy 5 minus 2x raised to 2. Okay? And then 4x plus 1, 4x plus 1. So both equation has 4x plus 1, 4x plus 1. This one is 3, this one is 4. So I will copy this one. Okay? So we have 4x plus 1 raised to 3. Okay, these are the common factor of this group. So, okay, the next thing that we do after we recognize or identify the common factor, next, this group divided by the common factor is, which is equivalent to 16 divided by 2, that is 8. So that when I will multiply 2 times 8, that is equivalent to 16. And then, notice this one, 5 minus 2x raised to 3. This one, 5 minus 2x raised to 2. So you have one more combination of 5 minus 2x para magiging 3 na to. The exponent is 3. The exponent is 3. So we have 5 minus 2x. So we will write here 5 minus 2x. So that when you multiply 5 minus 2x to 5 minus 2x raised to 2, that is equivalent to 5 minus 2x raised to 3. Okay? So we have 1 degree left for this one. And then for 4x plus 1 raised to 3, we already have here 4x plus 1 raised to 3. So we need not to write 4x plus 1 raised to 3. Instead, we will proceed to this group, that is minus. Okay. 6, again, this group divided by our common factor. So 6 divided by 2, that is 3. Okay? In other words, if we multiply 2 times 3, that is 6. Okay? Now, how about this one? 5 minus 2x raised to 2, and then 5 minus 2x raised to 2. So you need not to divide. I mean, if you divide this one, you have, this is equivalent to 1. So you need not to write again 5 minus 2x because that is your factor here. And then, how about this one? We have 4x plus 1 raised to 3. This one is raised to 4. So we have one factor that remains here. So we must write here 4x plus 1. Okay? So that when we multiply this one by this one, that is equivalent to raised to 4. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Okay, that's it. And then, we will now combine 5 minus 2x raised to 2. Okay. And then, 4x plus 1 raised to 3. And then 8 times 5, this time 8 times 5, that is 40, minus 8 times 2, that is 16x, negative 3 times 4, that is 12, minus 12x, negative 3 times 1, that is negative 3. Okay, so we will combine this one. This is equivalent to 40 minus 3, that is 37, minus 16, 8, 12, that is 28 x. That is the equivalent for this group. Okay. So I will write this one first. We have here 5 minus 2x raised to 2. And then 4x plus 1 raised to 3. Now, how about this 2? I will distribute 2 to this group. Okay? Remember, this one is equivalent to 37 minus 28. So I will multiply these 2 because the exponent for this group is raised to 1. Raised to 1. So I will multiply this 2 to this group. So you have your 2 times 37, that is 6074, minus 2 times 28, that is 56x. So this time, you can no longer combine this one. So this will be our final answer.